enough finding time to hit the gym. And when you are there, you want to make the most out of your time. So today we are rolling out something special we're calling Training Tricks for Everyday Gym Moms. Trainer Blake Robinson with Evolve Fitness says with these 6 simple steps, you can really up your game at the gym and get more out of your workouts. What more would anybody want?
Well, I mean, not all of us have, hours upon hours to spend in the gym each day and to go and to just dedicate all of that time. And so making sure that we are making the most use of the time, doing the best exercises so that, one, we're taking care of ourselves. Because if we can't take care of ourselves, we're gonna have a hard time taking care of everybody else. And so we put together a few of these tips to ensure that you're getting the best bang for your buck, that you're getting the most out of your time. And one of the first ones that I always ask people is that when you go into a gym, realize that this is a contract, this is an agreement, that you are going to be agreeing to pay them whatever their dues are, and they're gonna be providing you with those services, or with the services that you need. So you have to ask questions. You want to make sure that you go in there and you ask questions about, do they have childcare? Do they have the classes that you like? Do they have the facilities? Do they have lockers? Ask those questions that matter the most to you, because worst thing that can happen is if you get yourself into any sort of contract or you're paying for a gym membership and they don't have what you want and you're stuck.
So find out those things before you sign the contract.
Exactly.
Good words to live by.
Make sure you know that, and also ask them, how long is the contract? Is there an annual fee? And is there a cancellation fee? You always want to know those because sometimes they are implied and sometimes we don't always know those. So first, make sure you get what you want out of that gym and that they are there for you. The next tip is as far as to keep consistent and make sure that you get in there, because it's a busy day. I know we get 24 hours every day, but you want to make sure that you get in there early and get it done first thing in the morning. Now, are you a morning person, Courtney?
I'm not really a morning person, so you're gonna have to help some of us that aren't so easy to get up in the morning and get it done.
It is a little challenging. I mean, personally, I wake up at about 4:45 or 5 a.m., but that's not when I work out. But the people that do work out that early in the morning, whether it's 6, whether it's before work, whatever the case may be, it's a lot more consistent because you have a lot less distractions, and those people have a lot more success because they are showing up. Even if it's for a shorter period of time, I always encourage people, be that early bird, because that way you're gonna make sure it gets done, the rest of the stresses of the day can happen, the less of the mistakes can happen, and you know that you've already won the day.
Okay, and tips to getting up and getting rolling. Do you have any special things?
Because like I said, I'm not a morning person. I set my alarm on my phone.
Okay.
And I put my phone in another room.
Oh.
And so it's out of the room, it's in my shoes that I'm gonna wear for that day. So one, I have to get up, I have to get out of the room, I have to go and turn off the alarm, and my shoes are there.
Okay.
At that
and then
point.
You're ready. And it does feel good when you get up and get going in the morning.
It does.
So.
And there's that adage and that saying that people say, nobody ever regrets the workout they do. They regret the one they didn't do. You always feel better. And so you have to sometimes remind yourself, I'm doing this for me. It's not feeling good now. It's going to feel later.
Yes, so. When you get home at 9 o'clock and your workout's done, you're gonna be feeling really good. Okay, so the next tip, number 3, now that we've asked all the questions, we're early birds.
You got it.
And our third tip.
Circuits. Now, circuits are when you do a series of movements, one after the other. So you do an exercise, and you do another exercise, and you do another without any rest. Now, it can be properly structured, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that we have a structured circuit put together for you that will be downloadable on the KSL website.
Okay.
But you wanna do something for your upper body, and then something for your lower body. That's the easiest way to do it. So do an exercise for your upper body, like a push-up or a kneeling push-up or a bicep curl. And then you do something for your lower body, like you do a squat or a lunge, or even doing something like a leg press, something if you're feeling like you're going to go and lift a little heavier. But do an upper body, do a lower body. And that way, while I'm working my lower body, my upper body gets a rest, and I get to, one, I'm still moving, I'm burning a lot more calories, and instead of a workout taking me 45 minutes to an hour, you can get it done in 30 minutes.
Okay, and you're just alternating back and forth,
exactly.
Upper body, lower body.
Easiest way to do it. Don't try and complicate it too much. Everybody wants to do fancy and all these different things, but just do upper body and lower body.
Okay, and then your next tip kind of surprised me. You're saying rest on the way home. What does that mean?
So that ties back into some of the circuits itself, is that one, do the circuit, you're at the gym to train, you're at the gym to put in that time and to take care of yourself, and you give your body that stimulation and give that body that physical exertion that it needs. So, I mean, save the Facebook check-ins, save, the checking up on your resting and, timing and sitting, and maybe even a little bit of the socializing. I mean, I know that's part of the fun, but save those rests for that time. I mean, when you're in the car, you're recovering, you're on your way home, you're like, I earned it. I got it done. So some of those times go into that gym with that purpose of I'm here to work, I'm here to train. I can rest when I'm on the driveway home.
So not only a physical, you know, you're not only exercising physically, but it's a mental. You're also like, you're having a mental rest too, and you're getting in, getting it done, and then.
It absolutely is. And realizing that, like I said earlier, is that early bird, like you've already won the day. The bad things can happen. The kids, like today, my son, he decided not to use the restroom and wet himself, and that threw the entire day off for my wife, but she'd gotten the workout done early. And everything, she was like, I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
She's like, it's already done and taken care of.
Okay, next up, measure what matters.
Oh, this is a big one for me. This is something that I'm pretty strong about, is that what matters. So I tell people is that you can have a 100-pound bag, and you can have 2 of those bags. One of them's filled with dirt, and one of them's filled with gold. They each weigh 100 pounds. But one's dirt and one's gold. Which one would you take?
Well, the gold.
The gold,
right?
obviously. Yeah. And so too many times we give a scale, we give that little number that's on that piece of equipment way too much emphasis. It does not determine whether you are healthy or unhealthy. It doesn't tell you if you are fit or unfit. It doesn't tell you if it's a good day or a bad day. It doesn't tell you if you are smiling. It doesn't tell you how good your hair looks that day. It does not tell you any of that information, but it can affect all of that. So when I say measure what matters are the actions that you take. What matters are that you showed up, you got to the gym, you did it.
So don't step on the scale every day.
You don't need to worry about it. The scale is kind of secondary. It's a measure of quantity, not quality. Like we talked about with that bag. I mean, it's 100 pounds either way. One's gold, one's dirt. We know which one you want. Okay,
good tips. And then the last one is pack healthy snacks.
Oh, this is another one for the time savers, is that, so things are gonna go wrong. Despite your best laid plans, despite how regular your day is or how boring the day is, things are going to happen. And a lot of times, I mean, we pack snacks for kids, we pack snacks for our, you know, what we're going to go and do, but a lot of the times making sure you pack those healthy, flavorful snacks that you want to eat, not just for the kids. I've got the goldfish for my son, but I also make sure that I have the protein shakes, I have vegetables, I have apples and almond butter, that those snacks are packed, and I have bars or something that's not gonna spoil in my car 24/7 so that when things go wrong, I still have something healthy that I can choose from.
And you're geared up and ready to go. Okay, thanks, Blake. Thanks so much. We will post a link to Evolve Fitness on our website where you can find more about Blake's training services as well as other fitness tips, workouts, and information.